Hi, my name's Maud Mosley. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome back to Tunes Tuesday, a weekly series where I sit down with 2S LGBTQ plus bands and musicians to talk to them about their music, their experiences, and so much more. This week, joining me is LA-based punk band Broken Baby. It's so amazing to have you here. Would each of you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Amber. I'm the singer of Broken Baby, co-collaborator.
And I'm Alex, guitar player and co-collaborator, I guess.
I guess we're the same.
I'm taking your title.
Amazing. Well, it's such a pleasure to have you here today. And really, the first thing that I'd just like to jump into is something that you're currently releasing. So that's Piece by Piece. You've been releasing a full live set, performing songs from your latest album, Late Stage Optimism. And, at a time when many people, be it bands and attendees, still can't return to live music, why did you take on this project of releasing the clips?
Well, we had a tour scheduled with Skating Polly, and that was around the release of our album in September and into October. And it was such a cool, exciting opportunity. We love Skating Polly. Like, we're a band that wants to go on tour, and because of like COVID precautions and probably the urgency, I guess, of the Delta variant, the tour was canceled. So we were really bummed out about it, really, really, really bummed out about it. But we decided to take it as an opportunity, take an opportunity to say fuck it and record our live set for the largest venue on the planet, which is the internet. So so yeah, we took it to the internet instead because we didn't want to feel stuck, I guess, because we were really bummed, because everyone else, it seemed like around us, everyone was still going on tour, or, some were canceled, but we felt a little, we were downtrodden at that time. That's why we decided to film the live set.
It was basically the money that we had saved to go on tour. We spent on that.
Yeah.
Fair. And what's the response to it been like? Are people excited? Are people who have been missing that kind of live feel getting into these videos?
Yeah,
we've
gotten a lot of people who are just like, oh my God, thank you so much for doing this. I wanted to catch you guys in Boise, and I couldn't because the tour was canceled. And I'm so excited to see this. You guys are so great. And then just for other people who are like, maybe like peripherally interested in the band. I know a lot of bands say this, but we are a live band. So, we really pride ourselves in being able to put together a really good live show. And so I think that, people seeing it in as close as they can get to a live performance, we're pretty psyched. And that was really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So many people are missing that. So being able to bring that into people's homes is, absolutely incredible. And speaking of that album, Late Stage Optimism, so your most recent release, from your music videos for Maniac and Get the Piss Up to your wardrobe and social media aesthetics, you really bring the glam and, riot girl attitude of 80s and 90s punk. So what draws you to express yourself that way as musicians?
We have this discussion sometimes about just rock and roll in general and how ridiculous it is. And that's the way that we love to experience rock and roll music and shows. It's a show. It's not taken too seriously. It's a lot of fun. It can be cheeky, and we both have a sense of humor about things as well. So I feel like we try to, I guess we're just expressing ourselves that way. And with outfits and stuff, I'm just trying to find sparkly things. Sparkly things and ridiculous, hairy outfits and things that are kind of like, oh, that's funny and disturbing.
Yeah.
I love that. And I feel like so much of what you just talked about kind of all culminates in another song actually off that album, Jack White Money.
Yeah.
Can you speak to like the themes of that song a little bit just for people who haven't heard it yet and kind of how that relates?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely like, I think there's a lot of artists that are taking themselves pretty seriously these days, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
We just don't.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is a circus. I think occasionally within the confines of the circus that is rock and roll, you can actually affect some change. The Me Too movement, I think, took its root in the entertainment industry. Black Lives Matter takes its root in many ways in the entertainment industry. And from there spawns a movement. So, when I say that we don't take ourselves seriously, I just mean that whatever we do that is serious has to be through the prism of entertainment.
Yeah.
So I think that with that song, it was really just about noticing how a lot of people are just, just really taking themselves seriously in a way that is a little off-putting sometimes and a little cringeworthy. And I think that it's really the job of the audience to take the artist seriously. And it's the artist's job to present their truth, whatever that is. But I think that sometimes it feels like the band or the artist is holding the audience's hand and leading them to, this is how I want you to see me. This is how I want you to view me, which I think is important and powerful. But I think that only really goes so far, just because the aperture of entertainment is narrower than I think the artist mind thinks it is.
Right.
So with Jack White Money, it was basically like, give me that Gucci, give me that.
And also like with no shame about it, which like is also amazing. I'm so bummed we still haven't done a music video for that one.
We will.
But we will, because like there's just so much that we can do with that. But yeah, it was a fun idea.
It's kind of like, that album, The Who Sell Out, where
they're
on the cover selling baked beans and deodorant and all that stuff. And I think that it's a little bit of a nod to that as well.
That's kind of what it is, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, speaking a little more to that place where, these can be related to serious topics is, it's noted in one of your band's bios that, the rage and release that you bring to your music partially stems from dealing with, endless misogyny and harassment from the media industry. So do you find that you continue to find, that kind of catharsis in writing and performing and maybe even having that fun with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of amazing. Like this is the best way. Like I was an actor for years and that's where I experienced just a lot. It was a shit show there. And I never felt like I could fully like express myself. It was either through other people's words or I had to have a certain haircut, a certain outfit or a certain look about me to fit into this genre of people, like a box. And, now it's like, whatever entertainment industry, whatever section of the entertainment industry you are in, there's always going to be that. I don't know if we've made huge leaps, but at least like I can scream into a microphone and write whatever the fuck we want, and talk about it and have it continue to be a conversation. So, the screaming helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet. And I love that, you tie it back into that, self-expression element of the aesthetics that you are bringing and the performance that you are bringing and how that relates, to being told that you should be expressing yourself one way and then really taking this full autonomy over it.
Right. Exactly. And when we started the band, we were like, what kind of sound do we like? What do we want to sound like? And, I think if people were to guess what kind of music we were going to create together, it would have been something folky and sweet and romantic. And we went and we turned it upside down and shook it and pissed on it a little bit. And that is the best feeling in the world for even, I hate to say it, like if my mom or something listens to a song and they're like, that's interesting.
That's
you know,
different.
that's different. It's like, yes. Are we still trying to, get the approval from our parents? Yes. So you just kind of throw it down the stairs.
I absolutely love that. And I love how many musicians honestly will go back to like, this is what my parents thought when they heard the song. Like, this is what my mom thought.
Yeah.
And this is how it shapes my music. I'm like, I love that so many, especially just like punk and metal artists will be like, oh, my mom actually likes this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's
mom is like constantly obsessing over Amber's outfits, and she's like, what is she going to wear at the next show? I mean, it's like she's almost more interested in that than she is in the actual music,
And that's fine.
which
with
is
me.
fine with us.
Yeah.
I love that. Does
totally
she
cool.
come to the shows?
When
she
came,
went to one.
she did. Yeah. Well, she lives in New York and we're in Los Angeles. So, it's whenever we're over there, she's come to see us play a few times. And whenever she comes here, if it's convenient, she'll see us play. But yeah, I mean, her brothers have seen us play. Has your mom seen us play? No. But her brothers have seen us play, and my sister has seen us play. And it's definitely something that you can share with siblings who understand, the oppression of being,
A sibling.
a sibling.
Absolutely. Well, I love that you have that support, and it has been so fun to talk to you today. Thank you so much for joining me this week on Tunes Tuesday. If you would like to check out Late Stage Optimism, any of the live videos, music videos that we have talked about, or if you'd like to stay tuned with Broken Baby to make sure that you don't miss out on anything that they release in the future, including hopefully a music video for Jack White Money someday, definitely check out the links below, and Broken Baby will be playing us out.
I withered up